out, day in, day out. You're always brainstorming, spending time and your money for the cause of our freedom. I salute every one of you. I salute our Honorable Minister of Information, a man of great intellect, wisdom, for all you do. Thank you so much. I want to salute our COS for your steadfast, unmovable commitment to this cause. Thank you so much. These are champions of liberty. I salute you all. I want to salute the media houses that may be joining us or have joined us anonymously or will join us later by replay. You are all welcome. Today, we have a topic which I describe as profound, which I also describe as historic, which I also describe as world-shaping. What a free Iran. This topic has two legs. And so we're going to look at the first, which is a free Iran. Within last week, two developing news or event occurred which necessitated this space. One is the ongoing liberation of Iran. Then second is the Biafran's brigade, which is the Biafran Republic government in exile, signs law offering hope. Law offering hope for Northern and Middle Belt. So this topic has two legs. I will look at the first leg of this topic, which is a free Iran. Currently, there is ongoing liberation war going on, and we are all in support of this. And let me also remind you, this is Biafran Republic government space. So the Biafran Republic government is very much in support of the ongoing war to liberate Iran. So the first leg of this topic is what a free and democratic Iran means for democracy and the free world. Mr. Rock, thank you for coming around. You're welcome. What a free and democratic Iran means for democracy and the free world. I want us to take note of this. This is a food for thought and also a question. And I want Americans to also take note of this, United States of America, American government and Congress to take note of what I'm going to say now. Why Biafrans are rejoicing over victory against satanic and evil government of Iran. Nigerian Muslims are protesting against this victory. I want to repeat myself, and I call upon the American government, United States government, the Congress to listen to what I'm saying. I'm calling your attention, deliberately calling your attention, specifically calling your attention. Our dear, revered, and honored President Donald J. Trump, I'm calling you to pay attention to what I'm saying. While Biafrans are rejoicing over victory against satanic and evil government of Iran, Nigerian Muslims are protesting against this victory over evil. Nigerian Muslims are protesting against this victory over evil. In the light of this dangerous diversity between the Biafrans and the northern Muslims or the Muslims in Nigeria, in the light of this dangerous diversity exemplified by what I have just said, that while we are celebrating the victory over evil, they are protesting against this victory. And it's a dangerous diversity. And in the light of this dangerous diversity, how possible will it ever be for Biafrans to share the same geographic space or geographical space with Islamic Sultanate country called Nigeria? It's a very pertinent question, which we must all consider and answer objectively. How possible will it be for a Republican, a democratic country like Biafra to be blended together and share the same geographical space with an Islamic jihadi sultanate country called Nigeria? While we are celebrating the victory over evil, the victory over the head of the snake, while we are celebrating this, Muslims in Nigeria are protesting against this victory, this laudable victory, this godly victory. Nigerian Muslims are protesting this cause for concern. And what does it mean? It means that Nigeria should be the next. Nigeria should be the next point of call. So after we are done with Iran, Nigeria should be the second, the next. So I just want to put that, let it be on record, that we said it and we mean it and we call for it. Iranians have for years longed for a future free from authoritarian theocracy. This has been their longing, just the same way Biafrans have been longing freedom from the Sultanate, jihadist, Islamic country in the name of Nigeria. The same way Iranians have for years longed for a future free from authoritarian theocracy. Iran's people have protested for years, and their demands are not just about bread and the jobs. Their demands are about human dignity, which have been eroded by the tyrannic government that have presided over that great country for years. Their demand is not just about bread and job, freedom, freedom. And nothing can be compared to freedom. The same way Biafrans today are craving and calling and fighting for freedom. And also for self-government that represent the wishes of the people. This has been their desire, this has been their call, this has been what they have been looking out for. So in a way, we share similar aspirations with the people of Iran. Yes, like I said, this topic is going to have two legs, because during the week, they came up this developing news, sharing news anyway. So what does free Iran mean globally? Yeah, I can see my tutor here. Tutors, thank you for coming around. I was in your space yesterday, and I was constrained. I would have cheated one or two things, but I learned a lot to enrich my space today because I'm always learning a lot from you. Thank you so much for coming around, my tutors. Thank you. Mr. Vincent, I salute you. Thank you for coming around. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So before you came, we talked about, because it's important that I highlight this, I asked a question and call on the United States government. I call on our revered President Trump, and I said that this is also a question. I said America should take note of this. Congress should take note of this. United States government should take note of this. And what was it? I said, while Biafrans are rejoicing over victory against satanic and evil government of Iran, while we Biafrans are rejoicing over victory against satanic and evil government of Iran, Nigerian Muslims are protesting against this victory. While we are rejoicing against this victory over evil, over the head of the snake, Nigerian government, Nigerian Muslims are protesting against this victory. And I then asked a question. In the light of this dangerous diversity, because we call it dangerous diversity, my former promise I call it dangerous diversity. When we are rejoicing over this great victory, Nigerian Muslims are protesting in support of evil. And this is evidently clear that there is a very dangerous diversity. And I said, in the light of this, how possible will it ever be for Biafrans to share the same geographical space with this Islamic Sultanate country called Nigeria? However will it be? How possible will it be? And the answer is very clear, very, very clear, that it cannot be possible. It cannot be possible. So let me continue from where I stopped. I said, what does free Iran mean globally? And I will answer it by saying, a free Iran refers to a future where citizens enjoy free and fair elections. This is what they have not enjoyed for years. All the years of this cleric and theocratic governance, they have not enjoyed that hallmark, one of the hallmark of democracy, which is citizens enjoying free and fair elections. But this liberation war going on Iran is going to restore this. This is why we are all supporting it. And we call it liberation war. A war to liberate Iran. And I am asking also, what does free Iran mean globally? The second point is, it also means political power is accountable to the people, because at the end of the day, the power will return to the people. So a free Iran will return power back to the people. Sovereignty will be returned back to the people. So that is why morally and godly, we all support this liberation war going on in Iran today. What else will it mean globally? It will mean that civil liberties and human rights will again be respected in Iran. For years, they have been denied civil liberties and human rights. This theocratic and demonic system that have held them captive for years will be dismantled. And once again, they will breathe the free air of civil liberty and human rights. It will also mean that rule of law again will exist over arbitrary rules. In a way, we are sharing the same or similar values with what has been going on in Iran. Again, it will also mean government will be separated from clerical, or let me call it religious or military control. Well, what we are seeing in Iran is Islamic regime, Islamic laws, Sharia laws, being superimposed upon the people unwillingly. So once again, the government will be separated from clerical, which is religious or military control. Again, a free Iran will also mean human rights and freedom of expression again will be protected. All this have been eluded of Iran. And like I said, in a way, we Biafrans share in this faith, which Iranian people have been going through over the years. So this is what millions of Iranians, both inside and outside the country, have been demanding as part of their democratic future. So that is why they are holding on. That's why they went to the streets. That's why they risked their lives. So a free Iran means people of Iran Iran will now become the people of Iran and no longer unelected elites who write the nation's future. The country's future, the nation's future will no longer be written by selected few. It will now be the people of Iran. Once again, we the people. That's what a future free Iran will mean. Power, sovereignty will return to the people. It will now be we the people. And that's what makes a country democratic. So we're all looking forward to this in the coming days, months ahead. A free Iran will stand as a proof that entrenched authoritarian system can be challenged and uprooted. And that sends a signal to the Nigerian government. That sends a signal to the Nigerian government. A free Iran will stand as a proof that entrenched authoritarian system can be challenged and uprooted. Oh yes, that's what it's going to mean. Because for years, the people have been held in captivity against their own will. So it's going to give a signal that if you find yourself in such a situation, like we have found ourselves, it will encourage us to fight on with all our strength and all our spirit and all our soul and all our body, knowing fully well that, yes, authoritarian system can be challenged and uprooted. A free Iran will inspire people. A free Iran will inspire people. Those who are living under authoritarian system, regardless where it is, it will inspire them to stand up against tyranny. And thank God for Biafrans who have stood up and we are standing. And we can't bend the knee to Islam and to jihadis. A free Iran will also strengthen the global narrative that people's voices does matter. This is very important. At the end of the day, what we're going to see? We're going to see the people's voice prevailing. A free Iran will strengthen the global narrative So when you're talking about people's voice, you should know that, yes, it matters. So when you're speaking, you should know that your voice matters in whatever concerns you. So a free Iran will strengthen the global narrative that people's voices do matter. For millions living under repression worldwide, a democratic Iran will inspire you to stand and reclaim your country, just like we are doing today. Just like we are doing today. For millions living under repression worldwide, including those of you who are living in Nigeria, who are crying day and night. What is happening today in Iran? Should inspire you to stand and reclaim your country and its sovereignty from terror, from tyrants. A free world, a free Iran will mean a strategic shift in the Middle East. This is very, very, very important. A free Iran will mean a strategic shift in the Middle East. That Middle East have been under turbulence. That Middle East has gone through a series of trauma, especially Israel, which we are part of, has gone through series of crises. A free Iran will mean a strategic shift in the Middle East. Oh yes, because Iran's government has for long been a geopolitical counterweight to democratic influence in the Middle East. They have always been counterweight to whatever represents democracy in the Middle East. Iran as we knew it, because it is changing now, Iran as we knew it has always been a geopolitical counterweight to democratic influence in the Middle East. And what will then a democratic Iran mean when it has to do with Middle East? A new, free, and democratic Iran will now focus on economy and development instead of hostility. This country called Iran, under this Islamic regime, has been a government of hostility, hostile to neighbors, causing destabilization within the Middle East region. We are going to look at it as we progress. So a new, free, and democratic Iran will focus now, they will not focus on development instead of hostility. That's what it will mean. Instead of destabilizing countries and neighbors, look at what they are doing. Today, the war is going on between America and Israel, and I guess, and also Biafrans, because we are part of this war. What are they doing? All their neighbors, they are hitting them up here and there. This is the kind of country that Iran has always represented, causing hostility within the neighborhood. And that end has come. The end of that has come. A free Iran will become a partner to democratic nations. Yes, a free Iran will now become a partner, a friendly partner, a friendly ally to democratic nations. Hitherto, partners those who partner with Iran are all undemocratic nations. Go and research. Go and research. But there's going to be a major shift. A free Iran will now become a partner to democratic nations, to free nations. It will no longer be a persistent adversary. It will no longer be a persistent adversary, always looking for trouble, always fomenting trouble, always instigating trouble, sponsoring terrorism all over the place, erecting terrorist cells across the nations and the globe. This is what Iran have been spending its energy and resources on. But hitherto, as changes are going to as this shift is about to happen, a new Iran will now become a partner, a developmental partner with democratic nations. It will no longer be a persistent adversary to neighbors. A free and democratic Iran will help reshape the Middle East into a zone where democratic and peaceful approach to issues hold more sway for till today, except that the changes are now we are seeing. Iran have never been a party to any peace deal or peace negotiation. All they know is how to destabilize. But the new emerging Iran, a free Iran, a democratic Iran, will now begin to join forces with others, with other free nations, with other democratic nations, like Israel, like United States, like Biafra, to do what? To reshape the Middle East into a zone where democratic and peaceful approach to issues will hold sway. Issues will now be approached democratically and peacefully, not hostility all the time, looking for trouble, creating trouble, instigating trouble. That will no longer be the case. Now, when there are issues, you look at it democratically and you look at it peacefully, you approach it peacefully. And that will also save lives. That will also save lives. Please, as we are going, please, can somebody come to this mic, because I want to ask I want contributions. I want to also, let's have your own view on what you think about a new Iran with potent. So please feel free to come to the mic as we progress. Now, a free and democratic Iran will restore the Iranian people the following pillars of democracy. These pillars have been missing for years, since this Ayatollah man took over from the former king, Kishan. These pillars of democracy have been obliterated. New generation of Iran have no knowledge about what democracy is all about. And this is what happens when a nation is taken captive by these Islamic jihadists. And this is one of the reasons why we must not be part of this system. So a free and democratic Iran will restore to the Iranian people the following pillars of democracy. And what are these pillars of democracy? One, respect for diversity. Diversity, respect for, what do I mean? The fact that I am of different religion, you're of different religion, is a kind of diversity. But then instead of seeing it as a path to war, we cannot see it as a path to strength. That's what it means. Respect. So not just tolerating our diversity. No. It will now become, we see our diversity as a strength for progress, as a strength for partnership. So they have lost this pillar of democracy because a cleric and a theocratic government took over their government and held them captive over these years. So respect for diversity will again be part of the Iranian system. Civil liberties for all is another pillar of democracy, which Iranians or the Iran as a country has lost over the years. These are the dangers of submitting yourself to a theocratic and tyrannic system of government. These are the things you lose And we Biafrans also, we have lost this for years. And we have come to say enough is enough. Civil liberties for all will be regained in the new Iran. Peaceful discourse and debate. Ask Iranians, those who are living there, how beautiful it is to discuss peacefully and to debate. How wonderful it is. They will tell you that it has never been wonderful, it has never been peaceful. You cannot debate, neither can you discuss. It's just whatever it is said, that's what you do. Whatever the tyrannic government said, that's what you do. No, the right to peaceful discourse, the right to debate is no longer there. But it's going to come back in this war of liberation. Because that's what I call it, war of liberation. It's going to restore peaceful right, the right to peaceful discourse and debate. These are the pillars of democracy which Iranian people have lost over time. What again will it restore? And you see, some of these things I'm mentioning, most of these things I'm mentioning, you just cross-check. You will see that these are the things also we have lost for being Nigerians. Some things we also lost for being Nigerians. What again will it be restored to Iranian people? Another pillar of democracy that will be restored to them is freedom of press. We all know that in the Iran that is being dismantled, there was no thing like freedom of space, or there is nothing like freedom of space. But as this war of freedom progresses and the Iranian people breathe free air, freedom of space will be restored to them. Then what again? Freedom of religion. Only one religion in Iran. And either you convert or you are killed. So this war of freedom, a new Iran, a free Iran, will restore freedom of religion. Or again, freedom of expression will be restored. The rule of law will become supreme again. Instead of the will of man and the caprices of men. So these are the things that a free Iran we are looking forward to. A free Iran, a free democratic Iran will give hope, especially to young people and oppressed communities, that governance belongs to the people. That governance belongs to the people, not to a few privileged allies. We are still on free Iran because I told you that this topic has two legs. We are still dealing on the first leg, or the one leg, which is a free Iran. What does it mean globally? What does it mean globally? So
what is going on? This is what I don't like, and I'm busy now.
The conflicts in the Middle East, all over the place, are tied to the Iran that is about to be dismantled. Because I call it war of freedom, liberation war. Most of the proxy wars in the Middle East are the prompting and sponsorship of the Iranian regime. Like I said, prove me wrong if you can. Most of the proxy wars, what is proxy wars? We know it. Like what they use the Palestinians to do, using them to cause foment trouble against Israel. But who is doing it? Iran. Who is he using? Palestinians. What of Hezbollah? Who is behind Hezbollah? Iran. So all these proxy wars going on. What is happening today in Nigeria? Boko Haram and all this. Who is the chief sponsor? Who is behind this? Iran. So at the end of the day, you look at, just go beneath, look at it very well, search very well, go deeper, and you will see the hidden hand of Iran. The head of the snake hidden up in the underneath. So most of the proxy wars in the Middle East, as a result of the prompting and sponsorship of a Iranian regime, which is about to be dismantled, because we are all in it. Like I said, while we are celebrating for the victory over this titanic regime of Iran, Nigerian Muslims are protesting against this glorious victory. And you want us to be part of that country? Never. Never. Governance without representation, which is what Iran represents. Those who have been in the helms of affairs in Iran are not people that the Iranian people have freely chosen. And this is a danger to citizens of any country. The man that is today in the helm of affairs in Nigeria was not elected. He was pinpointed. He bulldozed his way through the corrupt judge and the corrupt judiciary of Nigeria. So this is what Iran has been representing. And like I said, just look closely, you will see the same thing is experiencing in the so-called Nigerian state. So many conflicts in the Middle East are tied to just everywhere. Let's look at it. You will see it everywhere. A free democratic Iran would certainly reduce regional tensions. A new Iran that is going to emerge will reduce what? Regional tensions. At least Israel will relax for some time. When I say relax, I don't mean losing guard. No, that's not what I mean. But at least the chief sponsor, the head of the snake, would have been bruised. So at least you can breathe some air of freedom. So it will reduce regional tension within the Middle East. And not only within the Middle East, even for us. Because what we have been suffering today is under the cover of Iran. It will also encourage diplomatic solutions to issues. Iran will no longer be the same Iran that always want to say death to Israel, death to America, death to Biafra. No. That slogan will be dead and dead forever. That slogan will be dead and dead forever. Now what will happen is a new Iran will encourage diplomatic solutions to issues. Genuine diplomatic solution to issues. And it will also increase economic cooperation with other nations, other peaceful nations. And the issue of enrichment of no enrichment will die down. And Iran will now focus on the pure development. And again, it will attract global trade partners that have never intended to do any business with Iran. That free democratic nations can freely now enter into global trade with Iran, including Biafra. Of course, because the new Iran is going to be a democratic Iran. So I'm almost done with what a free Iran will portend to the free and the democratic nations. A free Iran built on democratic principles will not only change life inside Iran, it will send a powerful message to the world about the power of human dignity and self-determination. What the world will gain from the free Iran is hope. It's hope. And hope is the foundation of every thriving democracy. So we'll now go into the second leg of this of this topic. Like I said, the topic has two legs. I've quickly done with the first leg, which is what Iran, free Iran, democratic Iran will mean or will portend. Before we go into the topic, bringing science law, offering hope for Northern and Middle Belt, Northern Nigeria and Middle Belt. I wish anyone to come to the mic and say one or two things on a free Iran. But before then, let's have an interlude. Let's have an interlude as we make.
No, we don't want it. Please.